The LIV Golf Tour has become heavily criticised because of the Saudi backing of the tour and the Gulf states' sportswashing strategy. The PGA Tour has been clear that any player joining the LIV Tour will lose their PGA membership. But most of all, the criticism has been against the hypocrites who have joined the tour using other intensities than the money involved. Billy Horschel was crystal clear when asked about the reasons the new LIV players said was the reason for leaving. During a news conference ahead of the Scottish Open last week, Horschel said he didn't have any ill will towards players who have left, but did take exception to some of their comments about the PGA Tour. Quote, "I've been really frustrated by it because there's a lot of guys that are hypocrites, that aren't telling the truth, that are lying about some things, and I just can't stand to sit here anymore and be diplomatic about it, as I have been in the past." Horschel added, "I don't fault anyone for going to play the LIV Tour. I don't have any ill will for anyone going to play the LIV Tour. I have ill will towards comments that they've made. Comments saying that the PGA Tour Commissioner, Jay Monahan, doesn't listen. The PGA Tour doesn't listen to us. Jay Monahan and everyone at headquarters is the PGA Tour. They work tirelessly for us to reap the financial rewards and have all the opportunities that we have. At the same time, I am one of 200 plus members of the PGA Tour. I am the PGA Tour, just as 200 other members are the PGA Tour. So when you take shots at the PGA Tour and Jay Monahan, you're not just taking shots at them, you're taking shots at all of us." More than 20 players, including past champions Patrick Reed, Dustin Johnson, Bryce DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Sergio Garcia and Phil Mickelson have been suspended by the PGA Tour for competing in LIV Golf tournaments. England's Paul Casey, who is ranked 27th in the official Golf World Ranking, became the latest player to sign with LIV Golf, announced before the event in Portland earlier this month. Paul Casey was once a UNICEF ambassador, but he is no longer listed on the organization's website. He had previously spoken out against playing the Saudi International, which is unaffiliated with the LIV Golf Series. He then flip-flopped on that decision after competing in the tournament in Saudi Arabia, which now features in the PIF in its title past 2 years. But now he is just like Pat Perez, changed his mind. Horschel took most offense to the claim that LIV players made the move in order to play fewer tournaments, have more schedule flexibility, and be able to spend more time with their families. He pointed out that PGA Tour members have the freedom to set their own schedules, and that personally, he and his wife decided that he would spend 5 weeks away from his family in order to compete in a few events overseas, including next week's Open Championship. "I made that decision. Am I crying about it? No." Horschel added, "I understand I'm living my dream, trying to play golf professionally and support my family financially." Horschel also noted the hypocrisy of the players who are complaining about suspensions handed down by the PGA and DP World Tours. LIV will go from 8 events to 14 events, and as Horschel said, if guys also wanted to play the PGA Tour, that would be, at minimum, 29 events, and that would make the whole argument to make the move in order to play fewer tournaments fall apart. It's ridiculous to hear some of these comments some of these guys made, saying, well, this allows me to play less tournaments. I've played 30, 35 weeks a year, Horschel said. No one's forced you to play that many events. The PGA Tour says 15 events minimum. If you keep your card in those 15 events, then that's fine. If you want to play better or you want to play more so you get a chance to win the FedEx Cup, so be it. So be it. No one's made you play for that first playoff event to miss your family obligations. No one has. The last part was likely directed at Pat Perez, who joined the LIV Tour in time to compete in last week's event in Portland, Oregon. Perez talked about how he missed the birth of his child in order to play the first FedEx Cup event because he was on the bubble in points. Horschel states that he's taken nothing personal, even if there has been some division amongst players. He says, in the locker room, but he is tired of comments he deems to be untruthful. Oh, and when it comes to LIV players who want to enjoy the benefits of both LIV and the PGA and DP World Tours, Horschel calls that desire asinine. They already made their bed, he says. Go play your LIV Tour and forget about the PGA Tour, Horschel continued. You didn't want to support the PGA Tour going forward. If you don't want to be part of this tour, which has given you so many opportunities to make a name and build a financial stability for your family and everything, well, that's fine. Just stay away and we'll be fine without you guys. LIV Golf is paying large, upfront guarantees as the primary means to poach golfers from the PGA Tour and DP World Tour. Mickelson, for example, reportedly received $200 million to join. That's in addition to any on-course winnings he or other golfers can make in competition. LIV Golf events have $20 million purses, with $4 million going to the winner. The fields are limited to 48 golfers, and events are 3 days and 54 holes with no cut. The last place golfer pockets $120,000 for his efforts. So there is many good reasons for golfers that are over their prime years to go there and get some really good paychecks. But there is also reasons they are giving for signing up that upsets the likes of Billy Horschel and fans of golf. As Horschel said, many calls for the players to be telling the truth that the money involved is too good for them to say no to this offer, and how the players also seeking to join events hosted the PGA Tour and DP World Tour, in addition to the LIV events, tell us that money is a big factor for most of them to join. Now, let's see what the future brings for the LIV Golf Series. Jon Rahm was linked to LIV, but stated before the US Open last month that he was still playing on the PGA Tour. I consider the PGA Tour has done an amazing job giving us the best platform for us to perform, Rahm said at the country club in Brookline, Massachusetts. I do see the appeal that other people would see towards the LIV Golf. I do see some of the, I'll put this delicately, points or arguments they can make towards why they prefer it. To be honest, part of the LIV format is not really appealing to me. Shotgun 3 days to me is not a golf tournament, no cut. It's that simple. I want to play against the best in the world in a format that's been going on for hundreds of years. That's what I want to see. But other players like Dustin Johnson have also said similar things before later joining LIV, so we'll just have to wait and see who is the next player that LIV Golf Series attracts. The more prolific players joining, the easier the move will be for the next ones to do the same, as they always will seek to compete against the best, as Jon Rahm said. Viktor Hovland, the Norwegian youngster, has also said some of the same things as Jon Rahm. He stays on the PGA Tour, but will always seek to play the best players in the world. What is your opinion on the LIV Golf Series? Who do you think will be the next players to join? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like videos focusing on the dark side of sports.